Ooh, Drunken Master Paul here, and today it's really freaking cold. We don't usually get weather like this in the Northwest, especially Seattle, but we did. We got a snowstorm coming in, and I've got a lot of work to do out here. But I think you need a little something to kind of get things going, and I think that's got to be a hot ruttered bum. Ooh, cold. Okay, I changed hats. So here's how we make a DMP Hot Ruttered Bum. Now, Hot Buttered Rum batter is usually pretty simple. It's usually some butter, with some spices and maybe some cream in there. In fact, if you go to the grocery store, you probably have seen that yellow tub of Harvey's Hot Buttered Rum batter. And actually, that stuff's not bad in a pinch, but we're gonna DMP things up a bit. What I use for a base, though, is something really, really spiffy. I use ice cream. So, of course, we need all the parts and ingredients. So we start with, of course, a basic cocktail coffee mug glass thing that's put hot in and then drink it. Now we put in the antifreeze. It'll keep you warm out there. Some Myers Dark Rum. It's just my rum of choice for anything that I want kind of a sweet edge to. It's not too expensive, and yeah, I like it. Want to change it up a bit? Don't like rum? Feel free and sub in some whiskey or some bourbon. It's also very, very tasty. I'm got some Maker's Mark right here. Perfectly good choice. You can also use like Evan Williams or throw some Jack in there if you like. I don't recommend you go for a top shelf bourbon or a whiskey because there's a lot of other stuff that's going to go in there, and that kind of nuances will probably be lost. Speaking of other stuff going in there, we have the secret ingredient, DMP's Hot Ruttered Bum batter. Mwah. And to weird out your friends, make sure you put it in a garlic hummus dip container like I did. It's great, kind of looks like hummus. They see you put it in there and they go, "What the hell are you making?" "A healthy cocktail." And they're like, "Bullshit, there's no such thing." "Oh yes, it's made with quinoa and kale. Totally vegan. It'll be good for you. Make you poop." The DMP Top Secret Hot Ruttered Bum Batter. Yeah, good stuff. It's so secret, I'm gonna show you how to make it. Okay, you start out with all these cool spices, nutmeg, some allspice, and then some ground cinnamon, about a tablespoon of each. Then we have a half a cup of brown sugar, a tablespoon of ground clove, some vanilla goo, this is good stuff, and then about half a cube of butter, and some honey. Whatever honey you have around is just fine. And of course, we're gonna use some French vanilla ice cream from Trader Joe's. Get your mixture all mixing and throw in the butter first, and then the sugar, get that all creamed together. Then dump in the ice cream, and yeah, use the whole thing. Once that's kind of mixed up good, start throwing in all of your delicious spices. Just keep it turning on slow right now, and just kind of get that going into a nice mix. Then dump in some honey, about 3 tablespoons, just kind of eyeball that, and a blob of the vanilla goo. Whip that into a frothy bit of goodness, but not too long. You don't want it to melt. Get it to about the consistency of soft serve. Put that in your container, lid it up, and toss it in your freezer, making sure when you close the door, it tears the lid off and spills everywhere. Ta-da! And that's how you make DMP's Top Secret Hot Ruttered Bum Batter. Oh, so good. So let's put this thing together. And basically just put a good sized spoonful in there. Just about, okay, 2 good spoonfuls because delicious. A dangler there. I have to wipe twice. So there you go. Now, what you can do at this point is just put some rum in and some hot water, stir it and go. But I actually recommend that you melt this first because otherwise you're trying to get to warm and you've got cold here. So you've got to overcome the potential cold in order to get to the warm drinking temperature. And it doesn't work that well. So freezing it is good for like long-term storage, but when you're going to serve, go ahead and melt that. And you can melt it with your super psychic X-ray vision powers. Just like that. Takes it out of you, man. Now that you've mentally broken down its will and made it your own and pliable, time to add the rum. And yes, I'm going to go with rum this time because I like it. You do a good, healthy pour of the Myers rum. Then all you need to do is top it off with some hot water. So I don't have a hot water thing down here. I brought this from upstairs. to the top. Give that a stir. Awesome. And that's it, nothing else to it. The hard part of this is making the batter and having that in the freezer at all times for just such a snowpocalypse emergency. Let's give that a go here. Yeah. Very, very tasty. And now that that's done, I guess it's time for me to get my ass outside and do some more work. Wow, that is really nice. It's so sweet and creamy and tasty. Well, that's my take on hot buttered rum, which I call hot ruttered bum because it's funny. It's super creamy, made with ice cream and spices, and yeah, it's really, really good for a cold day like this. Thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing, and go get warm. Yeah, it's freezing. Oh, damn you, pine tree. Oh, bastard. Over there.